Hey everybody, Gary with Basecamp Trading. Take a look at some short setups that we had in gold this morning. You can see that during the overnight, gold pushed higher, actually broke above the 50 EMA, left the shooting star, triggered it to the downside, and gold continued to push lower. Broke underneath the 50 EMA, the 5 and the 13 EMA crossed to the downside, left this continuation doji, which was also a bear flag, and then this bar right here was forming as we were coming into the session for the morning. We ended up triggering this bear flag to the downside and made a nice push. And you see that gold, we broke under the 200 EMA and made a nice push lower. We hit significantly undervalued. We know when we hit significantly undervalued that's a good place to take profits, or at the very least tighten our stops, because we can expect either some consolidation, pullback, or possibly even a reversal. And what we ended up getting was a pretty good pullback. Then it consolidated, leaving another 30-minute bear flag. This bar formed, pushed a little higher, and then triggered this bear flag to the downside. Again, hit significantly undervalued. Again, that's a place that we look to take profits or tighten stops, because gold can change direction, which is exactly what it ended up doing. You can see it reversed right here on this bar. But this was a nice push down before it pulled back up and started heading the other way. Our Unirenko is our primary trading chart, so let's look at how we were actually trading that. And this was all taking place right in this area. You can see that during the night we were making these higher highs, higher lows, and then we started making lower highs, lower lows, setting our trend, because the number one rule for Unirenko setup is we want to have trend in our favor. So we have lower highs, lower lows, so our criteria for trend is being met. This was that consolidation area where that doji formed, which also left a bear flag. The next bar actually triggered that bear flag on this bar right here. And we were able to get short off of that bar right there. Made a nice push down. Had some pullbacks. I mean, it wasn't just straight down, but no reversal bars in between here, so 5-bar rule did not take us out of the trade. Ended up being good for 5 targets off, and then stopping out on a runner. 4 targets off, $400 per contract. Stopped out on a runner at 22 ticks. Pulled back, consolidated just a little bit, set up another slow line zero touch off the 50. All of our moving averages are in alignment. We're below the cloud, below the smooth 50. Have a nice momentum reset on the slow line zero touch, and we were able to short again. Ended up staying in this trade. We were able to get 4 targets off, and then we came all the way down into here with our runner. We hit significantly undervalued on the 30-minute chart, and while this was a nice push to the downside, in fact, I had a buy limit sitting down here at 100 ticks even. I figured that if I could get 100 ticks, I would be happy with that. Didn't actually push down that much. Pushed down 95 ticks. Ended up pulling the runner at 85 ticks. So $850 on the runner. Not bad. Wasn't $1,000, but not too bad. We, again, hit first 4 targets, or $400 per contract, with an 85 tick runner. Not too bad. And then gold pulled back. And this is where it set up that second bear flag. You can see we went sideways, actually made a pullback, started to work our way lower again. Again, established trend with lower highs and lower lows. We made the pullback, and then right here on this bar is where we set up to trigger that second bear flag to the downside. That bear flag actually was going to trigger with a break of this power line, But we were anticipating that we would be able to break through there, because at the very least we were still going to get at least a first target off, because we had room from our entry to the power line to at least get one target off, and we were anticipating a break. This was a support area, been down there a couple times, hit it once, bounced off, and then we were anticipating the break, which is exactly what it ended up getting. And then we got another really nice push to the downside. This one was good for 65 ticks. We got 4 targets off and 25 ticks on the runner, 25 additional ticks on the runner. We hit significantly undervalued again, so we know this is a good place to either tighten stops or take profits, and this is where gold made the pullback and started heading the other way. But again, all in all, not a bad morning shorting gold.